Have you ever felt like you're looking at life, at the opportunities that arise, at the people around you, and even at your own reflection, but somehow you're not truly seeing it? It's as if an invisible mist hovers, obscuring clarity, preventing you from perceiving the totality of possibilities the universe offers you every instant, a perception that isn't just about the light hitting your retina, but about the vibrational essence behind every form. This sense of visual limitation goes beyond the physical. It manifests in discernment, in the ability to find solutions where others see only obstacles, in the skill of recognizing the synchronicity of events that lead you to your highest purpose. You yearn for an expanded vision, an awakening that reveals the hidden layers of existence, allowing you to navigate reality with a precision and intuition that transcend the ordinary, unlocking an unexplored potential that resides right at the edge of your current perception. This unsettling feeling that, despite all your efforts, all your dedication to seeking transformation, your reality remains stubborn, inflexible, seems to replicate the same patterns and challenges you try to overcome, generating a silent yet persistent frustration. There's a deep intuition that a hidden truth exists, a subtle, almost transparent veil that stands between you and the life you yearn to manifest, a life of abundance, purpose, and authentic connection. You feel that the secrets to alignment are always one step ahead, just out of reach, as if an invisible filter were constantly altering the landscape your eyes process, distorting the promise of your potential. This barrier isn't physical, it's energetic. It's the projection of a pattern that insists on manifesting, preventing the free flow of co-creative energy within you. And you know that the key to dissolving it lies in a deeper understanding of your own perceptive mechanism. You might have wondered why, even after applying various mental reprogramming and energetic alignment techniques, the results seem ephemeral, or why certain doors simply don't open, no matter how much you push them. It's the pain of realizing that, although you are aware you are the creator of your reality, a part of you feels trapped in a cycle of limiting perceptions, as if you were living within a predetermined simulation, a personal matrix that insists on showing you only what it was programmed to display. This mental exhaustion, this doubt that corrodes faith, arises from the disconnect between what your soul knows is possible and what your eyes seem to witness day after day. It's an internal conflict, a silent battle fought at the frontier of your consciousness, where the desire to see and live the truth collides with the persistence of a well-architected illusion, keeping you in a state of near realization, always at the brink, but never fully immersed in your true potency. But what if all this frustration, all this incessant search for external answers were, in fact, directing your attention to the wrong place? And what if the best-kept secret, the primordial key to deciphering the complexities of your own life's matrix, and finally, activating the ideal reality that resonates with your deepest essence, wasn't in some secret manual or a new esoteric technique waiting to be discovered out there? Feel the shift in this perspective now, with every word echoing within your being as you reconsider the location of your true lever of power. The great revelation is that this transformative mechanism is intrinsically and magnificently encoded in the very mirrors of your soul, in those luminous portals you use to interact with the world at every moment. Your eyes, which hold a much deeper function than the mere capture of light. Imagine your eyes not as simple passive windows that merely receive and register external light, but as sophisticated and powerful quantum projectors, emitting an active frequency of information and intention, shaping the screen of your reality with every conscious or unconscious focus you assign to them. Think of them as the most advanced lens system in the universe, capable of collapsing the wave of infinite possibilities into a singular particle of manifest experience, an intrinsic capacity that operates at energetic and subatomic levels long before the image is formed in your brain. Each time you direct your gaze, you are not just observing, you are simultaneously activating a field of coherence that responds to your inner energy, imprinting a new layer of possibilities onto the malleable fabric of space-time. This is the true magic of your perception, an invitation for you to transcend the role of a mere spectator and embrace your power as a conscious co-creator, using the strength of your gaze as a catalyst for change. Your reality, in this context, is not a fixed and immutable structure that you merely perceive, but rather a malleable energetic field, an ocean of fluid potentialities that solidify or collapse under the influence of your conscious observation. Your eyes, therefore, are the most potent instruments at your disposal to achieve this wave collapse, to transform the invisible into the visible, the abstract into the tangible, through an interaction that goes far beyond biology. Quantum physics whispers this truth in every experiment, showing that the act of observing alters the very nature of the observed reality, and within you, this capacity is inherent, intrinsic to your soul. It is your vision, charged with intention and focus, that acts as the universal observer, orchestrating the dance of probabilities, pulling from the void that which resonates with your dominant frequency, manifesting it in the now, at the exact instant your eyes recognize it as possible. It is with this profound understanding that we prepare for the revelation. In this video, together, we will delve into the depths of your own perceptive capacity to unveil the quantum vision code, a concept that transcends common sight and connects directly to your innate ability to co-create reality. This is not just a teaching, it is a key, a decoding of the underlying mechanism your eyes employ to interact with the unified field, to access the frequencies that the matrix, this illusion of limitation and separation, incessantly tries to hide from you, obscuring the truth about your own inherent power. You will discover the secret language the soul uses to communicate its deepest desires to the universe through your gaze, and how this language can be consciously utilized to sculpt a new destiny, transforming what seemed impossible into your new normal. The promise here is not just of knowledge, but of a palpable and immediate transformation. You will learn how to use this power of your gaze, this quantum tool that has been within you since birth, to trigger your reality shift now, not in a distant future, but in the present moment, in the conscious act of redirecting your perception. Imagine yourself breaking free from the shackles of past expectations and limiting programs, able to see the solutions, opportunities, and abundance that were once obscured, as if a veil had been lifted from your eyes and mind. This is not a metaphorical journey. It is a practical application of the principles of neuroscience and quantum physics, harmonized with spiritual wisdom, that will allow you to reprogram your field of vision and, consequently, the vibrational field that attracts your life experience, making you a master in the art of manifestation with every blink and every focus. For this revelation to penetrate every fiber of your being, inviting a new reality to emerge, I invite you to a moment of total presence. Breathe deeply now, profoundly, feeling the air expand your chest, connecting you to the center of your being, anchoring you in this sacred moment of discovery. Feel the vibrant energy that pulses within you, an energy that is the very force of creation, waiting to be purposefully directed. Allow your mind to quiet, your distractions to dissipate, and truly prepare to see in a completely new way, not just with your physical eyes, but with the expanded vision of your soul, which is ready to decode the universe's signals and manifest the extraordinary. This is your invitation to transcend the visible and access the unlimited. Do you feel this inner resistance, a persistent murmur that something fundamental is missing in how you experience your own life? Even with all your conscious effort to seek expansion and manifestation, there's a feeling that you're looking directly at abundance, at opportunities, at the love you yearn for, but your eyes, however open they may be, seem unable to capture the vibrational essence of what you truly desire, as if a subtle mist distorts the image, limiting the spectrum of your inner and outer vision. It's a deep frustration, that feeling of seeing the promise of an unlimited world, yet perceiving only the contours of the familiar, of what has always been, preventing the natural flow of the reality you intend. This is the primary manifestation of the veil, an invisible barrier built not by external forces, but by the internal lenses that have been conditioned throughout your journey, programming you to tune into a restricted and predefined version of the universe, instead of accessing the totality of infinite possibilities that truly exist and pulse around you. This filtered perception, this conditioned vision, is not an innate defect of your essence, but a complex inheritance from your journey, where every lived experience, every belief absorbed from the collective, Every trauma overcome or internalized acts as a subtle programmer in the software of your eyes, teaching them to focus on specific patterns, on repetitive frequencies, and to ignore, or even fail to perceive, the vastness of the quantum field that truly surrounds you every instant. Think of how your neuroplasticity, this incredible capacity of your brain to reconfigure itself, has been incessantly shaped not only by your choices, but by external impulses, social expectations, collective fears, creating neural networks that reinforce a limited world model, a reality where scarcity and difficulty are more visible than abundance and fluidity. This is not a judgment, but a compassionate observation of how the collective unconscious and your own experiences have become the invisible architects of a mental map that, while familiar, rarely leads you to your soul's highest destinations, keeping you in a cycle of reactive observation rather than proactive creation of your own reality. Now imagine your eyes not as mere biological organs, but as the lenses of a sophisticated camera equipped with old and outdated software, installed by default since your childhood. These obsolete programs don't allow your camera to capture the fullness of colors, the sharpness of details, the depth of nuances that are incessantly vibrating in the universe, but rather, they incessantly reproduce the same predefined reality, a gray and limited version of the magnificence that truly exists. You might be in an exuberant garden, teeming with infinite forms of life and beauty, but if your internal software is programmed to see only pests or imperfections, that will be your visible reality. That will be the frequency your eyes tune into and your brain processes, ignoring the symphony of life that pulses all around. This is the essence of the veil of limited perception, a programming that, while unconscious, impedes your resonance with the field of infinite possibilities, keeping you trapped in a cyclical repetition of what has already been, instead of inviting you into the dance of conscious co-creation of a future that is still malleable and waiting to be projected. These old software programs are not just blurring filters, but complex algorithms that actively determine which waves of quantum information will be collapsed into your perception as particles of a solid reality, and which will remain in the vast ocean of unmanifested probabilities. Completely invisible to your conditioned gaze, you don't just see less, you create less, because your programmed vision acts as a selective magnet, attracting and solidifying only what is already in alignment with the frequency of these limiting programs. Think of coherence. If your eyes and mind are in coherence with scarcity or difficulty, they will tune into that frequency, and the universe, like a perfect mirror, will reflect that tuning back to you in the form of palpable experiences, incessantly validating the original programming. It's a self-feeding cycle, where what you believe to be true becomes the basis of what you see, and what you see reinforces the belief, solidifying the particular matrix you inhabit, a perceptual labyrinth that, while it may seem insurmountable, is in reality an internal construction, waiting to be reconfigured and liberated by your conscious intention, which holds the power of the shift. This pain of not seeing what you know exists, this frustration of feeling separated from your own magnitude, is deeply valid, and you are not alone in this experience, for it is a universal echo of the human condition of navigating perceived realities. It's as if your eyes are only capable of processing a small fraction of the light spectrum, ignoring the infinite colors and nuances that make up the totality of existence. What you experience, the repeating circumstances, the seemingly insurmountable challenges, all of this is not a sign of your incapacity, but rather a faithful reflection of the programming installed in your field of perception, acting as an energetic veil that distorts the light of your true essence, your unlimited capacity for manifestation, casting a shadow over the latent potential that resides in every fiber of your being. Feel this validation now, this understanding that limitation is not your fault, but a consequence of how you were taught to see the world, and that the key to transcending this limitation lies precisely in unveiling and reprogramming that vision. Applying the mirror principle, realize that the reality unfolding before your eyes is not merely external data, but an intimate reflection of the programs operating within you, a faithful mirror of your inner vibrational state. of the coherence or incoherence between what your soul yearns for and what your perception filters. If you find yourself in a cycle of financial difficulties, turbulent relationships, or opportunities that always slip away, look deeply at the image your eyes project. Is there a belief in scarcity? A fear of rejection? A doubt about your own worth? These are the invisible filters that, like foggy lenses, distort reality so that it consistently validates this internal programming. Your vision is not just a passive act of observing, but an active act of co-creation, and every scenario that presents itself to you is an invitation to recognize the program that generated it. A hypnotic reminder that the matrix you feel limits you so much is, in its deepest essence, a mirror of the projections that emerge from your own consciousness. Feel this now, as you read, and allow a deep introspection to settle in. What unconscious filters are shaping your view of the world and your own capacity at this very moment? What are the lenses of judgment, fear, insufficiency that you unconsciously place over your own eyes, transforming the vastness of life into a limited field of battles and restrictions, preventing the light of your essence from manifesting in fullness? Think of everyday situations. When looking at your bank statement, what do you truly see? Potential abundance or the validation of chronic scarcity? When observing yourself in the mirror, do your eyes recognize the inherent divinity, or do they project a distorted image of failure and imperfection? These questions don't seek blame, but rather clarity, an invitation for you to bring to consciousness the hidden programs that determine what is visible and what remains invisible in your experience. Understanding that true transformation begins the moment you dare to question the veracity of your own limited perception and open yourself to the possibility of an expanded vision. The paradigm shift arises at the exact instant you understand that the pain and doubt you feel regarding your limited reality are not an end in themselves, but rather the most powerful leverage for your evolution and personal power. The vibrational alert that there is a program operating behind the scenes of your perception, waiting to be deactivated. This feeling of being stuck is, in fact, a call from your soul for you to look deeper, to question what you have always accepted as absolute reality, and begin to perceive the malleable nature of everything around you. Your eyes don't have to be mere passive receivers of a predetermined world. They can and should become the active instruments of your will, the conscious projectors of the reality you choose to manifest. It is in this recognition that the truth reveals itself. Perceived limitation is not an insurmountable prison, but a subtly closed door, waiting for your consciousness to rise to deprogram the old lenses and open yourself to a new way of seeing, a new way of being that resonates with your highest vibration. But what if you could identify and remove these old software programs, these limiting programmings that distort your vision of truth and the vastness of your own power of creation, and access the true essence of your quantum perception, the innate ability of your eyes to collapse any possibility into a tangible and vibrant reality? That is the promise of what comes next. Journey to deprogram the veil and activate the vision your soul always knew was possible. Leave a yes in the comments if you are ready to question what you always believed to be real. If you are prepared to dismantle the old constructs of your mind and open yourself to a new era of perception, where your eyes become active portals for manifestation, inviting the universe to align with the highest frequency of your being, revealing the reality you are destined to co-create. Do you feel the truth pulsating now? The paradigm shift that dismantles the illusion of passive vision, awaken to the profound understanding that your eyes are not mere light receptors that record a pre-existing and immutable world. They are, in their purest essence, quantum projectors, active portals that extend from your inner being into the vast field of infinite possibilities, collapsing waves of probability into tangible particles of reality, moment by moment, with every blink, with every focus. The universe, in its incessant dance of energy and information, awaits your instruction, your intention, your gaze, to manifest. This is the central revelation of the quantum vision code, a language your soul already knows and that your conscious mind is now ready to decipher, transcending the limiting programming that tried to blind you to your innate magnificence. Your eyes are more than you were taught to believe. They are the primordial instruments of your creative sovereignty, and by understanding them, you reconnect to the original flow of your manifestation. Imagine then that each time you direct your gaze, you are engaging in an act of co-creation, an intrinsic collaboration with the very tapestry of existence. Your eyes, combined with the purity of your intention and the strength of your focused attention, are the catalysts for transforming invisible potential into visible, tangible experiences in your daily life. They are your true portals for manifestation, and the true beauty of this truth lies in its simplicity and depth. What once seemed beyond your reach, a distant reality or an unattainable desire, begins to draw closer, to solidify, because your vision is no longer just observing, it is summoning. You are not merely seeing what already exists. You are infusing energy and form into that which you desire to exist. Feel this new perception radiate throughout your entire being, clarity expanding from the inside out, illuminating the truth that has always been present, just waiting to be recognized. Allow this new perspective to root itself in your consciousness. Your eyes are sophisticated quantum antennas, perfectly calibrated to tune in to the specific frequencies of the reality you yearn to manifest. Think of them as the dial of a cosmic radio, where every subtle adjustment of focus and intention allows you to pick up and receive the waves of possibilities that vibrate in coherence with your deepest desires. You have the innate capacity to direct these antennas toward what elevates your soul, toward experiences that resonate with your true essence, toward the abundance, health, and love that the Matrix tried to obscure. By recognizing the power inherent in this connection, you begin to dismantle the old programs of limitation, freeing your vision to perceive and attract what truly matters. Your eyes become lighthouses, not just receiving light, but emitting the frequency of your highest desire, guiding you to the reality you are actively co-creating. This is not an abstract concept. It is a remote control mechanism for the universe, and the interface is literally in your eyes. Each time you look at an image, a goal, or even your own reflection, you are sending a quantum command, a direct instruction to the field of infinite possibilities. The universe responds with impressive fidelity to the frequency you are emitting through your gaze. If you look for scarcity, you find scarcity. If you seek beauty, beauty reveals itself. The key lies in understanding that you are not a passive observer. You are the operator, the decoder, the programmer. Your perception is not just a mirror of the world. It is the lens through which the world is projected for you by your own consciousness. Feel the responsibility and power that emanate from this understanding, knowing that every focus is a choice, an activation of a path, a manifestation in potential. Feel this now as you read. Let the energy of this truth flood your eyes. Feel the tingling, the clarity, the expansion that comes with the realization that they are divine tools. Close your eyes for an instant and visualize a soft light emanating from within you, flowing into your eyes, activating them with a pure intention. Upon opening them again, notice the difference in how you see the environment around you. It is no longer just an external image. It is an extension of your own energy, a screen where your intention projects itself. This somatization, this bodily experience of truth is crucial. It anchors the abstract concept of quantum physics to your daily experience, making it real, palpable. Your eyes are not just physical organs. They are energetic extensions of your soul, capable of interacting with and shaping the quantum field, transcending biological limitations to act as true channels of energy and information. The quantum vision code reveals that you hold unquestionable authority over your own reality. It is not about chance or blind fate, but about vibrational coherence between what you see, what you feel, and what you manifest. When your eyes align with the frequency of your desire, when you visualize with clarity and genuine emotion, you are sending an unmistakable signal to the universe, a command that cannot be ignored. This process requires not effort, but rather surrender to the truth of your intrinsic power. It is the harmonization of your energetic field with the quantum field around you, creating a powerful resonance that attracts and materializes the experiences you hold in your inner and outer vision. Every instant your eyes are open is an opportunity to practice this conscious co-creation, to refine your ability to tune in and manifest with surgical precision. Now delve deeply into introspection. What would it be like if each time you looked at something, a difficulty, a dream, a mirror reflecting your image, you were actively co-creating it into your existence, instead of merely observing it? Imagine the impact of this awareness on every interaction, every decision. You would no longer be at the mercy of circumstances, but rather the maestro of your personal symphony, conducting the orchestra of your reality with the baton of your intentional gaze. Feel the freedom that emanates from this perception. The pain of feeling trapped or limited begins to dissipate, replaced by the excitement of a newfound power, a power that has always been there, dormant, waiting for you to activate it. Your eyes, which before might have seemed like tools of a perceived prison, now reveal themselves as the master keys to liberate your soul and build your ideal world. Understanding this quantum vision code, this profound truth about the active and creative nature of your gaze, is a monumental step. It is the revelation that disarms the illusion of passivity and elevates you to your position as a conscious architect. However, unveiling the secret is only the first movement in this cosmic dance of manifestation. True mastery, lasting freedom, and the ability to consistently shape your reality lies in how you move beyond understanding and into practical application. The next stage is to know how to actively reprogram this innate code to your advantage, consciously, with an intention as clear as the very light your eyes receive and project. It is time to transcend theory and embrace the alchemy of practice, transforming passive observation into deliberate quantum action, adjusting the lenses of your perception so that it aligns perfectly with your highest desires. Allow this truth to resonate deeply, echoing in every cell of your body and expanding your consciousness. The power to see and create is undeniably in your hands, in your eyes, waiting for you to use it with purpose and intention. If you feel this message can ignite a light in someone else's eyes, opening them to their own capacity for manifestation, then share this video. Spread this revelation, because by uplifting one another, by sharing this wisdom, we expand collective consciousness, breaking through the veils of the matrix not just individually, but together. The union of minds and hearts that understand the quantum vision code creates an unstoppable force. Together we are more powerful, we are clearer, and together we can manifest a reality of unlimited possibilities for all. Your act of sharing is an act of global co-creation, an invitation to expansion beyond the boundaries of your own field. You now grasp the magnitude. Your eyes are not mere receptors but powerful quantum portals, active filters of a malleable reality. But what good is it to decipher the quantum vision code if the screen before you still reflects old patterns, programs of scarcity, or limitations that you so yearn to transcend? Feel this restlessness, this longing for more, because it is the catalyst. It is the sign that your soul is ready to move beyond mere passive observation. It is the invitation for you to become the active architect, the master programmer of your own perceptual universe. The truth is that the matrix has operated for too long, using your eyes against you, tuning them into frequencies of pain and doubt. The time has come to reclaim your innate power, to reverse this programming, and to begin weaving, with every intentional gaze, the vibrant tapestry of the new reality your soul calls for. Transformation is not an isolated event. It is a series of conscious choices, a daily realignment of your perception, a constant rebirth of your capacity to create. You are on the verge of a profound revelation, an invitation to a practice as simple as it is revolutionary. Imagine your eyes not just as lenses, but as the most sophisticated quantum keyboards where every blink is a command, every focus is a key pressed, inputting data, information, and intentions directly into the unified field. That which you see, that which you choose to focus on with your full attention, becomes the code you type for the universe. The old programming of the matrix taught us to observe the problem, to fix our gaze on absence, on limitation, on what we don't desire. This was unknowingly typing commands for more scarcity. But now, you can reprogram. The practice begins with conscious intention, not to seek what is missing, but to perceive what already exists in potential. what vibrates at the frequency of your desire. Instead of looking at debt, you can train your eyes to scan for abundance in small details, to see opportunities emerging, to type with your vision the language of prosperity. Feel the shift in your core, the paradigm shift that invites you to be the programmer, not the program. The reprogramming of your eyes begins with the conscious act of redirecting your gaze. Think about it. For how long have your eyes been trained to focus on challenges, on negative news, on perceived failures in yourself and the world around you? Each time you allowed your vision to fixate on the unwanted, you were unconsciously sending signals to the quantum field, asking for more of it. The universe, in its impartiality, only responds to your dominant frequency. But what if you, deliberately, started looking for evidence of the reality you desire? Your eyes, these powerful instruments of wave collapse, have the capacity to filter out the noise of the matrix and tune into the frequencies of your desire. It's like changing the channel on the television of your mind, from a program of drama and limitation to one of infinite possibilities and manifestation. Allow your vision to become an opportunity scanner, a beauty detector, a beacon that illuminates the path of your highest expression. Feel the freedom that comes with choosing where to land your gaze, for in that act resides your sovereignty. To activate this vision of new reality, begin practicing intentional gazing. Choose an aspect of your life you wish to transform, perhaps more abundance, better health, more harmonious relationships. Now, instead of looking at absence, begin to search with your eyes for the micro-evidence of presence. If you seek abundance, look at the richness of nature, the generosity of a friend, the functionality of an object you possess. If you seek health, observe the vitality in a plant, the strength in your own body, the energy in a child. You are not pretending, you are actively collapsing the waves of probability that already contain these potentials. It's like a photographer searching for the perfect light. He doesn't create it, but finds and captures it. Your eyes are the lenses that capture reality and potential. Each time you intentionally focus on what you desire to see, you are deactivating an old matrix program and activating a new one, rewriting the code of your experience. Feel the expansion this brings, the sense that you are in command, tuning into your own frequency. This reprogramming process is not just a spiritual practice. It is a living science, a testament to the incredible neuroplasticity of your brain. Each time you consciously choose where to focus your vision, you are actively remapping your neural pathways. You are building new bridges, new circuits that reinforce the desired reality. The old pathways, those that led to the perception of limitation and scarcity, begin to atrophy from disuse, while the new ones, the pathways of abundance and possibility, flourish and strengthen. It's like a muscle you train. The more you exercise the conscious gaze toward the reality you desire, the stronger and more automatic that perception becomes. You are literally recreating your internal hardware to process a new reality. Feel the potency of this truth, the responsibility and freedom it bestows. Your eyes are the instructors of your mind, and together, they are the architects of your future. This is the game changer, the key to deactivating control programs and activating your true, co-creative mastery. And so, we arrive at the crucial question that echoes in the core of your consciousness. Are your eyes your masters or your servants in the intentional creation of your reality? Do you allow them to be guided by external narratives, by limitations imposed by the matrix, by what should be seen? Or do you take them on as powerful tools, training them to be extensions of your highest intention, programming them to collapse into your experience the frequencies of all that you truly desire? Feel this inquiry. There is no judgment, just an invitation to self-analysis, to deep honesty. Each time you avert your gaze from a potentiality to fixate on a limitation, you surrender your power. But each time you intentionally direct your vision toward beauty, toward solution, toward opportunity, you reclaim your sovereignty. You position yourself as the master of your own universe. The choice is a command, and your gaze is the brush that materializes the choice. The responsibility is great, but the empowerment is limitless. The reprogramming of your eyes transcends mere observation. It is an act of involvement, of immersion. When looking at what you wish to manifest, be it a prosperous career, a loving relationship, or vibrant health, you don't just register the image. You allow yourself to feel the presence of that reality, to perceive the nuances, the details, as if it were already an integral part of your now. Your eyes act as a frequency radar, not just detecting but attracting that which vibrates in coherence with your intention. It is a gaze that doesn't wait, but knows, a gaze that doesn't doubt, but trusts. Instead of scanning the horizon in search of something missing, you project outward the inner image of your desire, and your eyes, like quantum magnets, begin to attract the physical correspondences. Feel the lightness of this process, the freedom of not needing to struggle, but simply to tune in and receive, allowing reality to bend to your inner vision. This is the mastery the Matrix doesn't want you to discover. Remember, your eyes are the quantum keyboards of your being. What you type with them today, what you choose to focus on with your vision, is the architecture of your reality tomorrow. It is a constant practice, a loving discipline of self-observation and redirection. It is not about denying present reality, but about consciously elevating your perception beyond it, toward the infinite possibilities that exist in the field. Each time you choose to see beauty where you once saw imperfection, each time you seek the solution where you once saw only the problem, you are inputting a new command, a new code, into the vast database of the universe. And the universe, in its infinite wisdom and generosity, will respond. The Matrix tries to keep us trapped in cycles of reactive observation, but you have the power to activate proactive observation, the vision that creates. Feel the tremor of empowerment that this truth evokes in every fiber of your being, the awareness that you hold the keys. But for this reprogramming to be truly permanent and powerful, for the quantum vision code to operate at its maximum potency, and for reality to consistently align with your commands, we need to understand the final piece of the puzzle. There is something even deeper than the image your eyes capture. There is an underlying energy, a vibrational frequency that infuses and potentiates every gaze, every intention. It is this invisible force that gives ultimate collapse power to your perceptual field, that transforms mere observation into manifestation. It is the glue that binds your vision to your highest reality. Feel this curiosity, this certainty that there is more to be revealed, the next layer to be unveiled. Are you ready to go beyond vision and delve into the frequency that creates everything? Like this video if you feel this truth resonating within your being, if the promise of a completely new and empowered vision ignites a flame in your soul. Your journey of mastery is just beginning. Feel now this unfolding truth, a final revelation that validates your intuition. The lucid intention and vibrant emotion infused into every gaze are the mighty engine of the quantum vision code, the master key that activates your universe, transforming the abstract into manifestation. It's not just where your eyes direct themselves, but with what frequency they resonate. The quality of your inner vibration, the feeling that permeates your observation, is what sculpts your reality into concrete forms. The inseparable fusion of vision with the essence of your soul. Visualize your gaze not as a passive receiver, but as a vibrational laser beam, an emission of conscious and focused energy that, instead of merely illuminating what exists, actively sculpts, shapes, and energizes the quantum field, infusing it with the exact frequency it carries, making you a masterful co-creator of your existence. Feel in your chest with total honesty. What is the dominant emotion, the frequency you infuse into your gaze toward the world, toward opportunities, toward people, and crucially, toward yourself at this very moment? Is it the frequency of scarcity or of abundance that your eyes project? Is it the shadow of doubt that obscures your vision, or the light of certainty that permeates your being? Now that you have deciphered the quantum vision code and the Matrix can no longer hide this truth, the question that arises is, what will you consciously choose to see and create from today onward? The decision is yours. The power to manifest resides in your activated perception. Subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you don't miss the quantum keys that unlock your limitless potential. You have deciphered the quantum vision code, now feeling the activation of an intrinsic power that has always been latent, a sacred responsibility. that resides in your hands and, crucially, in your eyes. Your life is a vast and waiting canvas, and your eyes now are the vibrational brushes, guided by the essence of your soul, ready to paint your masterpiece. Understand that, although the path of visual mastery is liberating, it may present its own shadows, moments of blurriness or old filters that try to return. This is natural for every conscious creator, and each challenge becomes a new opportunity to reaffirm the clarity of your vision. From this exact moment, what new and vivid image of abundant prosperity, unconditional love, and limitless freedom will you choose to paint with the unquestionable strength of your conscious vision? And what if the next key to your manifestation lies in what you feel, in the invisible frequency your body emits? The decision is yours. Begin practicing the quantum vision code now. Look intentionally at what you want to see materialized. Feel deeply the emotions you wish to experience, as if they were already real, and with surrender and gratitude, watch your reality magically align. The power resides not just in what you see, but in how you choose to see, and your most authentic transformation begins the instant you consciously decide to see.